Welcome in. Hello everyone. My name's John. I'm the lead maintainer of Ladderly.io, which is an open source educational platform with a focus on individual contributors in tech. Will help you code better, network better, land your first or next goal. Right now, I'm in the middle of a hackathon. We are in the Gemini Google DeepMind hackathon for Gemini 3. Gemini 3 rolling out, really solid model. And with this hackathon, we are vibe coding in Google AI Studio. And this is part 2. You can see part 1. Check out YouTube under the live videos. I'll just show you real quick and then we'll dive into the game. So Elon Musk, the Spearman. All right, here's part 1, and that gives you a bunch of the background. But basically, we're working on this game. And previously, we ran into an AI connection unstable because there is a rate limit. So we're at turn 513. The Gemini free tier has like 250 or 300 requests that you get for free. So waited to the next day. Today's the following day, and now I have more capacity. You can see I attempted to advance the quest, and I got a language model generated narrative response. So we're ready to rock and roll and try to hit endgame. We're at level 8. The way to hit endgame, recap from previous stream, is either we can hit level 10, or if we complete a major quest, there is a 1 in 6 probability that we hit endgame. And what we're trying to figure out is, in this weird, crazy world that got generated, Elon Musk is wondering, is this real or is this a dream? So the end game will reveal, dun, dun, dun. And it's just randomly selected. So every time you run the game, it just kind of like randomly determines if it's going to reveal to be a real world or a fake world. Like if you really went through a portal or if you're just dreaming or hallucinating. Okay, so we're advancing this quest. I don't know if this is a major or a minor quest. This is a minor quest. That's fine. So this might give us some experience. It won't hit endgame, but the experience is going to still be good because we are about 3,000 or 4,000 away from level 9 and all the closer to level 10. Let me open up the chat. Ooh, that lag is already bad. It's already, so this attempt to advance the quest, okay, it succeeded, but that latency was more than I expected. Okay. So the Gemini gave some sort of error, so it had to use a fallback model. That's why it took longer. That's okay. So we use this special compass, and it basically has us descend into some air, and I find a resonance prism. Okay, cool. RPG stuff, right? Let's keep going. We're following a magic compass. Heck yes, magic compass, bro. By aligning the prism with the compass, something happens. Okay, let's keep going. So we haven't passed or failed. We're iterating through this quest. So every time I hit this button, there is a chance to pass, fail, encounter a beast, or just iterate on the quest. Let's get TikTok in the house on the screen as well. Welcome in. Drop a comment where you're coming in from. I see a few people, but I'm not sure what platforms they're coming in from. Okay, so we cascaded a quest. This is possible when I'm progressing on, basically I can generate a new quest in all sorts of different ways. So you can go to the previous video to see how to do this. I can travel around, I can explore areas, I can talk to people. Certain magic items can kick off a quest. Another thing that can happen is you can cascade a quest. So when I'm iterating through a quest, another quest might reveal itself to me. And this happens in RPGs too, right? Like if you ever play an MMO, you might be like doing one quest and you like talk to another dude, he gives you a different quest. And then you're like, well, which one do I want to work on? It's up to you. So I can switch. Oh, and that's a major one. Let's do it. Let's work on that major one. Prioritize that. So you can switch it up to your own preference. Oh, somebody wanted to try to join my team, but I'm maxed out in my party size for right now. Archivist minus. And we got another quest. That one we critically failed in one roll. Yikes. Hope it wasn't major. Oh, critical failure on the major. Boo. Tomato. Critical success on the minor. Okay. All right, so we have no more active quests. I'm going to go back to this town so I can heal up, and then we'll explore a new area. So we're going to heal up. Make sure I don't have any super magical items that I need to be using. I don't think I do. Aetherius, the Starforged Blade. That sounds sick, but +2 attack is actually weaker than my current Masterwork Sword. Thistle. I think we all have Masterwork Swords now. Yeah. You play 520 turns and you basically max out your weapons. So unless the AI decides, the AI can decide to generate a new weapon that's more powerful than the most powerful weapon in the game. Because we're using Gen AI behind the scenes, it is able to do that, but it's going to be very hesitant. It's going to be very unlikely. So the Masterwork Sword is the most powerful stock item. So with very low probability, the AI might make a new weapon. That would be pretty sick, but probably these guys are basically maxed out. Okay. Yeah, we just wanted to heal. Now let's go explore some. I guess 2 south is pretty close, but also a new and unknown area. Oh, a giant spider. All right, let's fight that giant spider. Boom, not even, just 1 damage. Easy mode, dog. Okay, so there's a metallic container. It has a lantern. Sweet. There's a mechanical eye encased in cracked mana glass that's murmuring forgotten protocols. Let's talk to this thing. It's a sentry unit. And it wants to join my team, but my team's maxed out. Oh, sweet. I succeeded at something. Okay. I'm going to look around this area. We got another quest. Let's go for 2 6s in a row. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know if they were major or not. 1,200 experience. All right. But I'm not seeing in-game yet, so even if it was major, it wasn't what I need. Okay, we got some more quests. What on earth? These are true random rolls, by the way. So we just hit 3 6s. Maybe I need to go to, this is a sign to go gamble, maybe. And failed. Okay. Well, that would be the sign not to gamble. All right, we're back into a real world. I'm just going to keep looking until it seems like I've exhausted quests. I'm still getting them. Let's see. This is minor. Whatever. Still do it. I'll still do it. We step into a blast door. There's a holographic scientist, Dr. Aris? It's a hologram person. The AI is making this up. Isn't that cool? So I talked about this previously, but if I release this as a full game, there will be a feature to like download your your quest log, and you can convert it to a short story, and you could like edit it or whatever if you want to. Maybe you don't think it makes for a very nice story. You want to edit a few details, but it can give you the scaffold of a story with narrative consistency and exploration and all the RPG dynamics we love. Got another success. Okay, cool. Wonder how many turns we're going to end up with here. This, I guess this region is pretty narrative rich because I'm getting a lot more quests here than I'm accustomed to, but I'm cool with that. I'm not bothering to read all the narrative. Archivist Alara does something. Okay, but these are all minor. Oh, here's a major. Let's go. Succeeded on the major. Let's see. But it didn't end the game. But I'm at level 9 now. That's cool. Skeleton, no problem. Little skeleton. We've unlocked a bunch of monsters here, which are a combination of stock and generated. These are all minor. Success, cool. Fail, boo. Now I don't need to be located in this cell to continue the quest. So I can retreat to my town. If my health dips, I can retreat to my town and I can still execute these quests from my town, which I might do. If my health gets, say, under 60, even under 60, it doesn't seem that bad. But if by chance I run into like a void dragon or there's like a vampire lord, those guys could actually knock me down like 50 health. So really, I don't think anyone's going to be able to knock me down 62 health, knock on wood. But if I dip under 60, I would probably retreat on that. Okay, so we've spent, yeah, we're at 60. Let's go ahead and go. So I'm going to hit north twice. North. We'll heal up. Let's chat with the town local. You got any quests, buddy? Guildmaster Kalen wants to join my party. No, I don't. Sorry, Kalen, I don't want you. Is this a major? This is just a minor quest, dog. So let's do an arbitrary command. This is one of the differentiators to another RPG here. I'm going to say, Kalen, with due respect, I think you are holding out on me. Do you not have any quest which is more substantial? If not, tell me where to go to find such a thing. Boom. See, I can do this arbitrary, and you can't do that in other RPGs. That's kind of cool. One of the features I should add is I should be able to drag this out of the way so I can see what he's saying before I decide to accept or reject. Because what I don't want to do is he's like, oh, yeah, we can go on a big one if you let me join your team. And then I'm like, no. And then he's like mad at me. I just seen some other cool people that I think are cooler. Sorry, Kalen. The hologram doctor. That was pretty cool. He admits that the rift is merely a symptom of ancient engine awakening in the depths. What? Ancient map from his sleeve. Did he actually give it to me? Let's go see. We have a crystalline data shard. Nope, he didn't give me the map. Okay. Rift is merely a symptom of an ancient engine awakening in the depths and agrees to guide you if you seek true glory. No. All right. Can I has map? Can I has map? Can I has ancient? Can I has ancient engine map, please? Realizing that your destiny is hands you the shimmering aether map. Okay. It's not explicitly added to my inventory, but still by custom action, I can probably still interrogate it. Hands you the shimmering aether map. I inspect the shimmering aether map. Thanks for the follow. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider liking the video, sharing it, or following. That'll help the algorithm send it around if you like. On TikTok, you can like the video multiple times. Much appreciated. As you unfurl the map, it glows with a sapphire light, projecting a three-dimensional holographic layout. And you can see how my custom action actually generated a quest. And let's see. And it's just a minor quest. Okay, so these are all minor. Let's go ahead and knock him out, but then I'm going to leave. It seems like this Guildmaster Kalen just has whatever quests he's giving me are unrelated to my grand destiny. All right, 1 down. Crit success, 2 down. A new one generated. And you can see how I'm just burning through turns. So one of the things that we discussed, oh, this one's major, stabilize the 8th. Okay, cool. Cool. So this was worth it if it ends up getting us to endgame. 1 in 3 chance that I can pass. Griffin fledgling. Ooh, this guy's a little bit bigger, eh? Looted the amulet of forsaken promises. Yeah, we're gonna be using that immediately. I don't know what it does. Granting you insight into the weave of fate, but leaving you physically weary. Okay, all right. Well, let me heal. There is a like analyzer inspector function in some towns. I think it's not here. Yeah, some towns, if you have an unknown sort of item, it can. Oh, I failed the major one. Bummer. Does that mean I've failed 2 majors on this stream so far? Well, I think I passed one. Didn't I? But it didn't get me to end game. So we're dreaming a monster right now. So the AI is actually generating a novel monster right now. I think the experience is pretty seamless. Like if I didn't tell you that, you probably wouldn't know. You might think it was just another deterministic battle that's just like lagging or something. What do you think, chat? Should I float it to the user? This is a giant spider. Okay, no big deal. 46 HP. Should I let the user know that they're running into a special battle? Maybe I should somehow, because otherwise it just feels like lag. You should add CSS animation. That's a great call. I 100% agree with that. In fact, I think we can go harder than CSS. I think we can do full on VFX, like animated battles and stuff. But that would be a future. That's not like hackathon level stuff. That would be like post hackathon if I actually release this as a real game. And in that future, I need to make sure that people are actually signing up and potentially monetizing, because it has to be worth my time. Or I can open source it if someone else wants to own it. But finding another code owner is also really hard. In open source development, I feel like that doesn't get enough attention either. Here's a giant spider. Okay. There's a lot of spiders up in this place. Oh, I got a spyglass. Sick. If I find myself on a... Oh, I need to introduce water tiles in sailing. That's another thing I need to do. Let me open up the Discord and make myself a note. I could note it in the code. A void dragon. Okay, snap. I might need to run away from the void dragon. Someone is trying to call me right now. Okay, all right. Hold on, chat. My wife is like calling me. Hey, I'm on stream. Do I need to stop? Okay. All right. Bye. You are using Gemini 3 prop view, correct? I don't know what you mean by prop view, but I'm using Gemini 3, yes. And I have a fallback version to 2.5. So if Gemini 3 hits a rate limit or produces erroneous content, it falls back to 2.5. In a minute here, I'm going to need to give my ID to the Instacart person. So yeah, I hate to do this, but my wife asked me to, and she gets what she wants. So I'm not going to end the stream. I'm going to do the thing you're not supposed to do, and I'm going to be away from keyboard for like 2 minutes. So apologies in advance for that. Okay, let's see if I can fight the void dragon. No, I'm going to have to run away. Oh! Yo, the dragon actually killed Elon. I legit thought I was going to be able to get away. So I failed to escape 3 times in a row. No way. That means I need to do a whole new... I really didn't think that was going to happen, y'all. That's on me. That means I need to do a whole new game run. All right, I'm going to process that. I'm going to send the guy my ID. Be right back. Hey, how's it going? It's still cold, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Same to you. Happy holidays. All right, y'all, I'm back. Oh, still a couple people with me. Thanks for hanging in there. What?
He called me saying he's knocking on the door.
I already gave him my ID, Tina. Oh, goodness. Are we still here? All right, I think we're still here. So I think even though Elon Musk made it 580 turns and made over 14,000 gold, rich daddy Elon Musk, but he got killed by a dragon. Sorry. So I think it's going to have to be up to, Jeff Bezos. We're going to have Jeff Bezos save the day. But before we do that, now I have an opportunity to change the code. If it wipes the game session, I don't care anymore because I died. So here in the README, I'm going to say ocean tiles and sailing system, maybe outer space. Just because I'm thinking Elon, Bezos, like outer space stuff. I don't know. Maybe aliens. IDK, bro. The graft. I need to have a real unlockable grafting system. Someone on Discord says, I can't wait to be a grafter and get some claw arms and octopus arms. Got some interesting people out here. Okay. So grafting is a thing. I'm not going to get into what that is, but basically that's like a special stock class. So let's go try to fix the dungeon thing. When I click the special, now we're vibe coding. We're not playing right now, but we'll fix it and then we'll play test it to make sure it works. That's basically the loop we're doing. So there are not automated tests making sure stuff works. We're doing manual functional tests, aka plus play testing. But you can see one of the enhancements is to add, maybe I should be more clear here, add automated tests. Does it break sometimes? Yes, absolutely. So this is Google AI Studio. It absolutely breaks. And I would even say often. I would even say it breaks often. That's one of the disadvantages of using a vibe coding platform like AI Studio or Lovable or Replit or Bolt. There are advantages to these platforms, but there are definitely disadvantages. One solution I've pondered, but I haven't done this, is to have an online test runner. So literally like deploying Mocha, Jest, Karma to the runtime server or Chai. All of these are web development unit testing frameworks. In Python world, it would be PyTest, and Ruby, it might be Minitest or Rails, or like RSpec or whatever. So make sure you have it on 3 Pro Preview. No, because I'm not trying to maximize the quality. I'm trying to balance quality and latency. Oh, you mean the actual coding assistant? The actual coding assistant. Yeah, it's on 3 Pro Preview. Good call. Thank you so much. And so if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, you can already see what he's saying, but A&S AI Solutions is you can hit this settings button and he's like, hey bro, make sure you're using the high quality model. So that's an interesting thing where for the code assistant, that's a great thing to do because we want to prioritize quality and correctness, even if it takes a few more seconds, even if it takes 30 more seconds. But for the game model, I'm using a lighter weight model. I'm using the Flash series because I want the user experience to be snappier. And I don't care about the most complicated narrative. In fact, at some point, it's too complicated and results in a cognitive pain for the user. They're like, I want something simple. So Flash is actually a really great fit for that use case. Do you see some of those AI trade-offs? Thanks for bringing that up. ANS in the chat. Thanks so much. Okay, and if you're on YouTube, feel free to drop a question as well. Okay, so when I click the special, let me get the UX here right. Special dungeon, when I click the dungeon action in the special menu, currently I see a message that I don't expect. So I'm telling it what I don't expect, and then I'm telling it what I do expect. Let me, I guess I'm dead Elon, but maybe I can still navigate around. Yeah, no, okay, it basically freezes. Maybe I should have a reset game button or something, but basically I rely on the user to hit the exit button. Let me scroll back. It says like object is gone. Yeah. And I have two things that I want to change with the vibe coding, but I'm gonna ask it to do them one at a time so I don't confuse the model. When I click the dungeon action in the special menu, currently I see a message that I don't expect on the game log. What I would expect is for a dungeon quest to be deterministically added. And explore dungeon quest to be deterministically added. Cool. Let's go for that. Okay, A&S says, oh, thanks for the likes. We got over 100 likes. Appreciate y'all. Keep them coming. That helps the algorithm send it around. And so A&S says, also, I asked Gemini to create architecture and README documents. So when I reset the chat, I can refresh. This is a great tip. By the way, if you go to my code, I have two of these. So different people do these in different ways, but I have a README, which I'm intending humans and AI both to read. And that's going to include everything from motivation for the project, features, how to set it up, tech stack, and then to do. So in some workflows, your to-dos will be in a separate system like a Jira or GitHub Issues or Trello, like project management software. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a quick and dirty way to do it for vibe coding is just have it create a README file or maybe a to-do.md. And then for the AI, I have a separate agents.md, which I'm expecting AI to read, and I'm not necessarily expecting humans to read. I'll give you an example of an instruction that I have in the agents.md. I'll show that momentarily, but I don't want to interrupt the code generation flow. Now check this out. This is a yellow flag here as well. You see we got 466 lines. I don't consider that a deal breaker yet, but it's getting long for my taste. So I notice significant performance degradation when we get around the 700 line mark, and I've never seen it perform well with over 1,000 lines in a file. And so I can prompt the AI to break it up. Personally, when I'm working on this by hand, I would prefer to have these under a few hundred lines. So this 300 to 500, 300 to 600 range is a yellow flag to me. And then this over 1,000 plus is a red flag. Even over 700 is a pretty red flag, but it's like, you need to prioritize what you're prompting. So sometimes I don't immediately attend to that. All right, agents.md. Absolutely do not edit the following block. So previously, for whatever reason, Gemini kept altering the model versions that I was using. And I really don't want it to do that. So this is an example of something that I would not put in the README, but I put it here. Makes sense? Over 300 likes. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. Okay. So let's look at the code change it made. To fix the issue, clicking the dungeon. Currently, the code attempts to find a map object with this ID. But since the action is generated deterministically, the lookup fails. Okay, and so I can see the view the diff here. And I can see this one was modified and all the others were not modified. So let's look at that diff. So it brought in this quest type. Really loves strong typing with my vibe coding. It helps a lot. Okay, so handle special interaction. It just didn't have a handler for the enter dungeon. So it was showing up on the menu. Okay, that's why it was saying object is gone. The option to explore the dungeon was showing up, but there was no handler for that option. So this is a logical fix. So it looks good to me. Now, I could play test it, but instead I'm going to go ahead and jump to my next requested feature, which is implement a download game or download quest log button. And where do I want this to show up in the user experience? Let me just do a new game and I'll say Billy Bob. Drop a name in the chat. I'm going to go for Bezos. Unless, chat, if you have another name that you want me to go for, drop it in the chat and I'll consider it. In fact, I'll definitely go, unless there's like 3 different people with 3 different names, I'll have to break the tie. But if I don't hear another recommended name, I'm going to go for Bezos. I wish it could have a discussion option before coding like anti-gravity. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how anti-gravity versus AI Studio both evolve. But for now, for the hackathon, we're using this. Okay, so I'm not going to play test this guy. I'm just looking at the UX, like the UI. Where do I want this download quest log to be? I think I want to have a download button that's next to either under the question mark or next to the map. Probably under the question mark. So download sysadmin report, I'll have download quest log next to it. Implement a download quest log button, which appears to the left of the existing download sysadmin report. And I'm making sure I type that precisely as the text appears here so the AI can easily look up where that code is. Inside the help manual modal. So this pop-up, so the vocabulary is going to help you code here a lot. This pop-up is technically called a modal. So this world map pops up into a modal. This pops up into a modal. So if we can adopt the normal language that designers use, that's going to improve our vibe coding practice because it aligns to the training data that the foundation model has been trained on. Does that make sense? Appears to the left of the existing download sysadmin report inside the help/manual modal. This file should be a .md file. Do I want MD or TXT? I'll do TXT. This file should be a TXT representation of the narrative game log. Representation of the narrative game log that the user sees in the game interface. It should have all of that content. Documenting their journey. Cool. So while that's generating, I'll plug the main website for the Latterly community, latterly.io. And you can scroll to the bottom and join the Discord for free. You can sign up to Latterly as a platform for free. You can also go to the community tab and open Discord from there. Laterally teaches you to code. It also helps you network. You can publish and make a public profile if you want. So it's private by default, of course, but then you can mark it public. You can mark it open to work optionally if you're looking for a job. This URL gets sent to recruiters all the time. And there's a blog with lots of goodies in it. So related to today is vibe coding stuff. Code Smarter, Not Harder, your guide to vibe coding, with lots and lots of tips on how to vibe code, including the sandwich model and the three strikes rule. Really, really good stuff. Okay, let's see if the studio, we're still cranking. Going back over YouTube, Kick, TikTok, and I don't see any other new character name recommendations. So we're going to go for Jeff Bezos. Implement the download quest log. Okay, it's done this. Instead of reading through the code, I'm going to just test it out briefly. So here is Big Dog Jeff Bezos. Big Dog Jeff Bezos is going to be a man, a real manly man. So this is TRT Jeff Bezos. And so Wanderlust, this just needs, I want to navigate 5 cells. This is like a starter quest. So let's do that. I'll do this one quest and then I'll try to download the log. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I run into a Hydra. And I'm going to fight it with my bare hands and it's going to kill me. Okay, so I run away. All right, we got away. Big Dog Jeff Bezos fighting a Hydra with his bare hands. And we get to a 5th cell, which completes the Wanderlust quest. So we can see on the mini map here, we started here, fought a Hydra in the town. There's a Hydra in the town. That's kind of crazy. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge the situation. All right, so now I see download quest log. Boom. Let's hit it. Let's open this bad boy up. Big Dog Jeff Bezos awakens on a cracked marble. I don't know what this is. What is this? A cracked marble something. His veins pulsing with the stolen vitality of a dozen spectral beasts. Okay, this appears to be working. This appears to be working. What was the other thing? A dungeon, right? Okay, so let's keep it rolling. Do I have any items? Let's just keep playing. I have no items. I'm going to get some equipment before I dive into the dungeon. Let's just keep this campaign rolling because it's working well so far. So let's go back to the town. Yo, is this like a possessed town or something? This guy has less HP. So I beat this illusory armor with my bare hands because I'm Jeff Bezos. There's some stuff I harvest. Cool. Some magical essence. Let's go. There's a weary artisan. What's up, weary artisan? Kalen, the glass shaper. And he's going to give me a quest. But honestly, dude, is there a shop here? There's not a shop here. I need to be healthier and safer. So I'm going to go somewhere else before I do that. Oh, there's another town too to the east. So let's go for that. So here's another town, but there's nothing here. So these are some, here's a slime. I can probably take a slime. Get wrecked, dog. I got flint and steel, but I want some health items. So we're going to go south. Another slime. Get wrecked, dog. I'm just punching and kicking these slimes like I'm Carl, like I'm Dungeon Carl. Conceivable watchword on Twitch. What's up? Thanks for being here. All right, so I'm going to try and make kind of like stay close-ish to the towns, although the towns haven't been particularly safe, so maybe that's a bad strategy. I want to find somewhere safe. Here's another town. Heal. That's what I'm talking about. Appraise. I don't really need to appraise that stuff. Shop. Yes, I would like a sword. I like a sword and some leather armor. So in theory, I should be able to do sword, armor, and shield, but in the implementation that I've done so far, you just get one weapon, one armor. I'm back. You should add sound effects. Jim and I create them for you. That's a great call. Great call. Yep. Sound would be a good improvement. Maybe some low-key background music, maybe some unlockable music. Could vary by town and stuff. Big Dog Blastoise. Jeff Bezos equipped the sword. Maybe like a blacksmith in towns. If you get like rarely, not in every town, but maybe there's like an epic blacksmith that can make you a custom weapon and you can name it. So Big Dog Jeff Bezos could have the Big Dog sword. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this campaign. Oh, he's a chimerist. Whoa, I didn't even realize my class is chimerist. That's actually sicko mode, dog. That's actually sicko mode. Okay. So what are we doing? Now I've got this stuff. There's no one really here to talk to. I could go find a pub or something, but I'm just going to go. I'm going to onion around this cell. Here's a lost soul. Get wrecked, lost soul. Nothing in this wilderness tile. Verdant reach. Oh, this is a wilderness tile, but there's still a heal here. That's cool. There's a lithe elf dressed in earth tone leathers. Ilara the Forager. What up, dog? You want to join my team? Let's go. Let's go, Ilara. Welcome in. Ilara, do you know what this strange herb does? So I picked up some strange herb, but I'm kind of scared to... Wait, I thought I picked up a strange herb. You gathered strange herb, right? But it's not in my inventory. Okay, that could be a game bug. I'm just going to make a note of that, but I don't want to break the campaign. I'm noting these on my Discord, by the way. You gathered strange herb, but it didn't show. And my inventory could be a bug. Some of these bugs are not worth fixing. So think about a hackathon. You're under a time constraint. Some of the bugs are just not worth fixing. However, this is a very long hackathon. This is like a 40-day long hackathon. It's not like a weekend thing. So I could fix it if I want, but it's still like every hour I spend on this is an hour of my time. You know what I mean? When you click a button or when a fight starts, you can also generate voice. Yep, that's true. I can also add an herbalism skill, which is kind of like identify for plants and herbs. All right, let's just keep rolling. I don't think that's worth resetting it. Alara takes the rare star thistle. Maybe it's because she took it. Maybe she took it out of my inventory. I actually don't know. I would have to debug it to figure out what happened there, but I don't want to do that right now. Okay, so explaining its potential to soothe mana burn. You both decide to hunt for more of these. Okay, let's do it. Okay, well, that didn't go well. What else do I got? I got some more quests. I'll just look around the area. Maybe that'll spawn a quest or give me an item or something. What is this error? Recovering from AI, invalid HP from... Okay, that's fine. That's not a big deal. All right, so we succeeded at this quest. Sick. Now I'm level 3. Cool. Let's do some other quests. Got a wind wolf. Get wrecked, dog. Easy. So we're just solving a quest cascade. So we're getting a quest cascade here. I failed one. No bigs. Leveling up to like 4 or 5 is pretty quick. It gets grindy around that 6 or 7 kind of area. You should add save games at the beginning. So you can save right now, but you can only save one right now. And there's permadeath right now. But yeah, totally. That could be a feature. Feel free to join the Discord for free and you can drop all your ideas. There's a general channel. There's also a Vibecode Club channel in the Discord. And if you want to do a bunch of feature requests, you can add them all there. I'm really happy to support a bunch of feature requests if I know that I'm going to get signups. That's the whole thing. If I'm like, hey, you can do implement 20 features and get 2 signups, that's not a great ROI for me. But if I can implement 5 features and get 50 signups, you see how that plays out? Oh gosh, but I can't even complete a quest. That's a bummer. Slime, get wrecked. Alara is level 3 now. Work it. Succeeded. Go in there, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the interaction, by the way. Okay, let's go do that dungeon now. Now that we have 2 people. Now that we have 2 people and some equipment. Do I have any new equipment? 1. These are just +1. I got a Thunderstone. That's sick. Alara's Pendant. I'll hold on that for now. That's like a special item. All right, enter dungeon. Quest accepted, Delve, Echo Basalt Vault. Okay, cool. So it generated the dungeon quest. Find an enemy to fight. Let's go. I didn't join this dungeon to find treasure. I literally just want to fight people. Defeat. Oh, okay. The quest is defeat 3 enemies. Progress 1 out of 3. See, that's so cool if you ask me. Like the game was able to kind of like figure this out. Okay. And I don't have any skills yet. Might need to run away. Let's see how this goes. Got him. Now I'm level 4. What's up, dog? I learned triple shot. Well, I don't have a ranged weapon, but that's cool, I guess. Items. A mithril vest. That'll be really good. And the level up healed me. So cool. So let's keep cranking then. Skeleton, easy mode. I just killed a Hydra, dude. Looted another iron sword. Let's give this one to Alara. Okay. So I cleared the dungeon basically. All right, so let's go find some more. Let's go to this other dungeon then. Some of this is not really great. I mean, for me, it's fine, but probably non-technical people don't want to read that, right? I'll make a quick note. Okay. What are we doing over here? We can enter the dungeon. Fight. I could automatically retarget the quest when a dungeon battle is done. That'd be a little smoother, but I don't think it's a big deal. So is this in a hackathon ready to submit state? Pretty much yes, but I want to get somebody to the end game. I want to be able to complete the game before I submit it. The dungeon thing I'm confident is fixed. The download thing is working well. That's great. Okay, so I completed the quest. I got a loot glitched cursed item. That seems like something I probably don't want to keep. Okay, so let me go back to my town and heal up. And I think there was an appraiser over there. This is the wilderness tile. Let's heal. We go to the appraiser. Okay, can you appraise this ancient relic? Thank you. This is not a great UX, but basically the appraising is going on. It's classified as special. Okay. Can you appraise this glitched cursed item? It's classified as special. Okay. Can you appraise this pendant? They're all special. Everything's special. Okay, great. Probably I need to do some prompt engineering. This feels lazy, but whatever. All right, let's go use them. Special can grant me experience and stats and potentially a quest. So these ancient relics, I guess they're going to give me experience. I don't know what the pendant will do. Okay, it also gave me experience. Okay, fine. I'm not going to use the cursed one. I'm scared of that. Mana infused shard. Sure, let's use that. Sick. Ethereum shard. Why not? Let's use that. And so the AI is determining what happens with this stuff, by the way. Is there a shop here? Now I can sell some stuff. I don't want the magical essence. I don't need a wooden shield. I'll keep some bandages. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't want that. Don't need that. Okay. All right. What are we doing? We're going to go get some quests, yeah? So let's head south and west, which are nearby areas we haven't explored yet. An Elven Scout. What's up, Elon? Crit success. Nice. Got any other quests for me, dog? I don't want you to join my team because I want to try to use a Thunderstone might be able to spawn an elemental teammate, which would be kind of sick. Cool, another crit success. You want to join my team because I keep hitting these crit successes, but I just want your quest, dog. What is this? Is a minor quest? Oh no, an ambush. I got a torch. Okay, sick. I definitely need a bajillion torches. That's going to be helpful. Actually, there's not even a darkness. Yeah, maybe I want to add a darkness. Could add environment like darkness matters features. Night, day, extra difficulty in dungeons, get ambushed more. We could do that. I'm not going to do that for the hackathon, but that could be, I'll add that to the README whenever we wrap this up. Okay. The Whispering Grove. We got more quests now, and this one's my major. Let's go. Focus on the major here. You've successfully navigated. The path ahead is shrouded in mystery. So I guess we didn't hit end game. We're at level 6. Nice. It's going to start to get a little grindier, but that's okay. Especially if we keep hitting these 6s. Okay, cool. Where else can we go? Let's go one more south. Why not? So now we're in the mist-veiled verdant thicket. There is a scout here, Silas. What up, Silas? Everyone wants to join my team. I know. Let me go ahead and use this. Oh, Elowin staff. Sick. Shard of Unraveling. Let me go ahead and use this Thunderstone. Empowers next strike with Elemental Fury. That's kind of cool. Okay. Sure. Welcome in, Silas. Welcome in. All right, nice. See, this is weird. Silas already joined, but he still wants to join. So there's like a instance referencing problem, but I don't care about that too much. Are any of these major, minor, minor, minor? Okay. I'm just trying to keep track. These are all minor. Okay. Oh, boom. No good. Let me actually pause until I get closer to a health spot because my health is kind of... Maybe I can pick up some more quests, but I don't want to do too many battles out here. These are mostly weak, but that's the thing. You might run into Eldrin the Displaced. You might run into like a really difficult one. And you don't want to be caught too far away from a healing location. Harvest something, sweet. Inspect something, cool. I can chat with a diminutive goblin. What's up, goblin? Okay, you give me a quest, thank you. Okay, this has a... Oh, another Thunderstone, let's go. And I can enter the dungeon. Sure. Let's do the dungeon quest. Oh, that's a major. Okay, I'm gonna do this dungeon quest and then I'll come for the major. Okay, so I fought him. Now I want to use my Thunderstone again. I don't have room on my team, so that's not going to be useful. If it empowers my weapon, that could be useful. Let's do that. It gave me experience. Cool. Okay. Beat up that dude. Get wrecked. One more, and that should complete the dungeon, and then I'll go heal up in town. Okay. So to get to town, it's just due east. All right, sick. Can you appraise? Appraise. Oh, I got a spirit binder. Nice. Ancient map fragment, silver compass. Lane. Yeah, it's appraise this attunement crystal, please. It's special. Everything's special, of course. All right. Ancient relic. Oh, I hit the quota. We're 80 turns deep. Its purpose remains a mystery. All right. That was great. Let's look at this map. Nothing really useful. Okay. Essence of Verdant Grove. Some experience. Thank you. The attunement crystal. Doesn't really do anything. Okay. Let's look at this silver compass. Are you going to help me out? Its needle not pointing north, but towards a faint ethereal glow. Okay, but towards a faint ethereal glow. In what direction? I wonder. Oh, Jiro, what's up? Points directly towards a shimmering opalescent rift in the air. Okay. Can I reach the rift? Oh, investigate the rift. Yeah, investigate the rift. Let's do that. It generated this suggested action. Did you see that? And then open a quest. So these items, these special items can sometimes kick off a quest. Let's do that. Succeeded. Nice. Got some experience. Elon staff. I don't know who. Oh, what kind of weapon do I have right now? +2 iron sword. Let me use that staff. Or do I have anything ranged? Let me use that staff. So maybe I can do my triple shot now. Other armor, Silas, here you go. We don't need to heal. Do I have any other items I want to use up? Pulsating mana glass shard. Sure, let's use that. Sure. Experience, nice. All right, I can heal if I want. So let's clear out our quest log. A giant spider, oh no. Got him. Oh, boom, failed that one, bummer. Animated armor, okay, he's a little bit stronger, no problem. Heal real quick. And keep it moving. Okay. Yo, I got a lot of quests over here to clear out. This is good, even though I keep failing them. A Lich Apprentice. Ooh. Wow, that guy actually had some teeth. Okay, let me heal up. Jeff Bezos beat the Hydra and the Lich Apprentice. Okay, all right, big dog Jeffy. Big dog Jefferson, founding daddy. We carefully step into an opalescent rift. A bandit. Oh no. Not worried about a bandit. Potion of invisibility. That's sick. You use that right away. Cool. So now let me do my major quest now that I'm invisible. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. I just made that up. Critical success. Ayo. Sweet. I don't think that invisibility thing gave me a bonus, but maybe it did. Okay, you approach the pedestal. Your fingers brush its surface, imbuing you with a profound sense of cosmic understanding. Well, not enough to end the game, apparently, but some. All right, Jeff profoundly understands the cosmic universe or something. Are any of these major? No, they're just a bunch of minor ones. All right, we're up to level 6. Is this one major? No. A nightmare demon. Oh no. Got him. Got him. That probably dropped something cool. I'll go check after I clear out these quests. I probably have a cool item now. A void dragon whelp. Yo, I'm running into some big boys. Good thing I'm able to heal like this. If I was far away from town, I might be cooked like Elon was. Oh no, I failed you, Eldrin. Keep it moving. 400 likes on TikTok. Thank you so much. Okay, Singularity's Echo. You are now pursued by the Rift Guardians. Run away fast. You managed to snatch a Chronos Crystal. You managed to snatch a Chronos Crystal. Reveals a hidden map etched into the ground pointing toward the floating isles. Okay. In what cardinal direction? I need to know where to go on the map, bro. That way? Oh, northeast. Oh, northeast. Okay. All right. Do I have any major quests? If these are all minor, I'm going to do this major quest, and then I'm going to head northeast to that thing. A Lich Apprentice. Okay. Ooh, all right. Nice. All right, so let's head northeast. We can go, we'll go past the dungeon, I suppose. So north, east, north, east, north. This is the Whispering Glade, so this is not what we're looking for. Let's go east. Another Lich Apprentice. Okay. We got some narrative continuity going on. We're in a Whispering Glade. I got the Ethereum Blade. What kind of damage does that do? Still a +2. Unraveling Cloak. That's kind of cool. Is there anything over here? Harvest some stuff. A water skin. Chat with the butterflies. Can they even talk? What? Do I have a healing potion? Let me use some bandages. Healing potion. But nothing happens? Oh, bummer. Okay. Use another bandage. What? Do the rations help? Okay. The bandages didn't heal me. That's lame. I think this is actually meaning that I ran out of my AI limit, believe it or not. Yeah, so if the next area is a glitch node, unstable reality. Yeah, okay, all right. So what this means is I ran out of my quota. So so we're out of 3 and we're even out of 2.5. So this is what starts to happen is the game falls back into items do nothing and new cells are glitch landscapes. That's like a default behavior of the game. Okay, so everything seems to be working well, but we're going to pause it there. I haven't hit in-game yet. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Follow the page, and let's see if big dog Jeff Bezos can figure out whether this new world is a new parallel universe he's uncovered or whether he's just hallucinating or dreaming. Follow.